Pancake, everyone. Motorhome or trailer summer? Which is the better choice? Can you imagine that the first motorhomes appeared already in the 18th century? Why did people use motorhomes? Caravans were used for long journeys and military campaigns. These carts were very handy because they could accommodate several people and they could store provisions and carry treasures and prisoners in the case of a successful military campaign. The world's very first vacation trailer was created by the Bristol Carriage Company. The client was the popular writer Gordon Steubills, and the first motorhome was called the Wanderer. The author and his family traveled all around Britain in this house. Then, a very big step in the development of motorhomes was made by Zaglamer. Its design, based on the Ford T car, had a pull-out sleeping place. However, in the future, such cars were not proliferated. Motorhomes from the early 50s began to strongly resemble conventional trucks and buses. The most compact of them was made by Volkswagen, which firmly cemented its position in the United States thanks to its compactness and unpretentiousness. Volkswagen also developed unique DIY mini-home kits. This motorhome was offered for self-assembly, just like an ordinary construction set. Today, there are various types of mobile homes on the market, tailored to specific purposes of travel. In addition to motorhomes, trailers are also in great demand. But what to choose, you might ask? A motorhome or a trailer? And what is the difference? A trailer or caravan is the simplest and most budget-friendly option. Essentially, this is a house trailer which is attached to the car. Prices usually start at about $10,000. The advantage of such a motorhome is that it can be unhooked and left, for example, at a campsite, and the car is free to drive around the city. Cons include poor aerodynamics on the road and double fuel consumption. And most importantly, according to the rules of road safety, you cannot be in the trailer while driving. Now let's talk about a more thorough option for traveling, a motorhome. It is a car with a living space in a special van. Living space can either be in the trailer or inside the car. The residential module is mounted on a light truck chassis and attached to the car. At the same time, the car's cabin is inextricably linked with the living compartment. There are several types of modern motorhomes. One of the options is Kastenwagen, which looks like a minibus. You can buy such a motorhome ready-made or make it yourself. For example, on the basis of a Mercedes Sprinter or a Ford Transit. The Kastenwagen is the most maneuverable of all motorhomes. Prices range from $25,000 to $260,000, depending on base platform and configuration. Now, the Kastenwagen looks nice, but in real life they are not very comfortable and suitable only for short trips. Inside, there is usually a living compartment with a bedroom and a small kitchen, but the bathroom is rarely built in there. Usually, at best, they'd have a shower head installed outside, making it at least possible to take a shower in nature. The next type of motorhome is an alcove. It is made on the basis of an ordinary passenger car. Above the driver's cab, there is a superstructure called an alcove, where the sleeping place is located. The residential module in such a house is made of sandwich panels with thermal insulation. The main advantage of such a motorhome is a high ceiling. Because of it, there is a lot of space inside. It also has relatively low fuel consumption, at 2.6 gallons per 62 miles. On the downside, it has a bit less maneuverability than other types of motorhomes. Prices for such motorhomes on the used market start from $58,000. Similar to the previous version, a semi-integrated motorhome, or just a semi-integral. This type is also made on the basis of a car, just like the alcove. The difference is that in the semi-integral there is no superstructure above the cabin, due to which there is less space and fewer sleeping places. It is more maneuverable though. A semi-integral costs about the same as an alcove motorhome, with prices starting at $58,000. The most expensive, most elaborate, and most comfortable are so-called integrated or integral motorhomes. The cost of such a motorhome starts from $92,000. The entire house, including the cabin, is made of sandwich panels. The cabin and living area are a single space. Usually such houses have a comfortable layout with a separate bedroom, and even better finishes than in other motorhomes. In addition, the integrated motorhome is the warmest, because it does not have a separate cabin from which it blows in the winter. Now let's talk about the advantages of traveling in a mobile home. The first and most important thing, especially for women, is an established way of life and comfort while traveling. You must agree that it is nice to sleep in your own bed and cook delicious breakfasts, lunches, and dinners at home. And after a whole day on the road, to take a shower and refresh yourself. Another thing worth noting is saving on housing, and also all of the essentials are always with you. Often on long journeys, natural recreation is replaced by cultural walks through large cities. Thanks to the motorhome, you can take as many things with you as you want for any occasion. Also, another reason for choosing this format of travel is freedom of movement. A motorhome removes a lot of logistical problems. You can easily go to nature, into the wilderness, or where it is difficult to find an ordinary overnight stay. No need to think about where you will spend the night in the next city. You don't need to buy plane or train tickets, or look for places to rent a car. You are not tied to time. You have the opportunity to visit not only popular places, but also authentic corners. In the end, we would like to add that motorhomes are not only a convenient means of transportation, but also an excellent alternative to real estate. At the same time, they are deprived of some of the amenities present in an ordinary home. For example, there may not be a bathroom, you need to constantly stock up on water, and there are no utilities. Especially worth noting is the high cost of motorhomes. Here, trailer-based homes win out, as they are more unpretentious in maintenance and create a complete imitation of living space. Such houses are easy to move, though it is not possible to live in them in conditions of transportation. Therefore, when choosing a motorhome, be guided first of all by the way it is intended to be used. And that's all, my friends. Thank you all very much for your attention. Subscribe to the channel as not to miss out on new interesting videos. And if you found this video useful, give it a like. Let us know in the comments which topics you would like us to cover in future videos. See you soon. Pancake, everyone!